The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? Let me fix my hat real quick. All right. It's not all the way in the middle, but somewhat in the middle. But what's up, everybody? Yes, and make sure you guys subscribe to the second channel as well, too. Shout out to all my members. Shout out to my moderators. I think Vegas is the one holding it down today. Shout out to Vegas, definitely. What's up, Devereaux? What's up, Debbie? Happy Friday. Yes. What's up, Leanne? Southern Belle. Who else we got up in here? Jayla, Miss Darnell. Who else? Kenny, what's up, Kenny? How you doing? You like the thumbnail? What's up, Tiffany? What's up, Alice? What's up, Sexy 60? Shout out to everybody. Thank y'all for coming. So I had kind of been putting this off on addressing it, but I guess AT2 was going viral in the beef sector. Treecey, shout out to Treecey. She even took a clip and reposted it on her channel. And I was like cracking up because I was like, oh shit, people are still talking about this? Remember I had Gigi Darling, shout out to Deirdre, my YouTube godmother, shout out to her for coming on the panel. We made a moment, people loved it, and she's always welcome back here. And you guys know we've known each other for a minute. She's the one that kind of introduced me to I didn't even know what a B sector was. She was like, hey, I'm from the B sector, I want to interview you. And I was kind of like, oh, okay, because at that time they were recruiting people. And so they wanted to get like new people into the B sector and stuff like that. And so that's what they were kind of doing because they were merging and purging, right? So I was kind of like one of the people they were trying to bring in, but it's just not my style. Like, I'll definitely cut somebody out, drag them and all that stuff, but it's not something that I want to do. Like, it's not, for me to do that every day, it would have to come with a large check. And also, too, I don't want to put that kind of energy all out there because it takes a lot out of you. Like, don't get me wrong. I love getting on here, making jokes and shit like that. But to actually go after someone and then keep doing it, it's exhausting. Shit, I have a hard enough time keeping up with the Jaguar stuff. So just imagine all that over there. Like, whew, it's a lot. And everybody over there do long ass videos, too. Like, for the most part, a lot of them will keep it short, but there's people who do the 12-hour, 13-hour streams, and that's a lot of watching people and shit like that. Because shit, when do you get a chance to do your video during them 13, 12-hour streams? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a lot of content to watch. But anyway, but in all, shout out to the B sector. Like I said, they are the people who taught me how to drag. I knew how to cuss, but I wasn't so much clever. I would just say things and that was it. I didn't know like how to actually be clever with the reads and the dragon and stuff like that. So the B sector is actually what inspired me and taught me. And they let me know, like, there's no rules to this. Go as nasty, go as low, go as dirty as you need to. What's up, Patsy? Shout out to everybody in Seattle. But go as low, go as dirty as you need to. If somebody's coming for you, you make sure you take them down by the kneecap. The kneecap, and then they can't fight no more. Take them down by the kneecap. I think I was supposed to say ankle, but hell, kneecap. The ankle, they can walk on one foot. Take them by the kneecap. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about the few things that been going on and happening. So the big thing last weekend was Octavius and Kiki meeting up. Everybody said he was a catfish. He wasn't who he was. I didn't necessarily think he was a catfish, but I think the picture on his profile is probably old. Now, y'all said it was from the 99 2000. I don't think like 5 years ago, but I don't think it was from the 99 2000s. But y'all petty, so that's why I love y'all, right? Not the 99 2000s. Oh my god, y'all are funny. What did Jayla say? I believe Dovie has a crush on JWilson. Oh, you think so too? We gonna get into that as well too. You know, I know the weather in Cali is looking kind of crazy. Y'all good out there? Oh no, we're good. Yeah, it's not crazy. Maybe in a different part, but where I am, it's not crazy. No. But anyway, so yeah, they said, he was catfishing and stuff like that. No. So I got a chance to like look at some of their videos from the weekend and stuff like that. And they actually look like they liked each other, y'all. They look like they liked each other. They look like they actually, I don't want to say in love. They didn't look in love. I ain't gonna go that far, but they look like they liked each other. I think, thank you, Vegas. Yeah, shout out to them. Octavius still follows me, so I guess he's not mad at my video or anything like that. What's up, Lisa? Vegas said Octavius and Kiki and a beautiful couple are a beautiful couple and are really in love. I'm happy for them. Yeah, okay, you said they're in love. Okay. I wouldn't go that far, Vegas, but I'll definitely say they do like each other. I can see it progressing into something. And again, that's like the new thing in the beef sector. You hook up with somebody and then y'all go on a trip or y'all meet up with each other. That's kind of like the new thing that's going around the beef sector. Mind you, I've only been around for a couple of years. I don't know if this is whatchamacallit. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. It's Southern California, Kenny. Yeah, that's what it is. We don't get hurricanes up here. But it's like the new thing. They meet up, hook up and shit like that. But for me, I'm just kind of like, first of all, these plane tickets ain't cheap. They definitely not cheap. So you definitely gotta have some money for these plane tickets, these trips on here and there. But hey, if it gives you content right now, why not? Shit. The B sector bachelor. Yes, our inspiration. That's what it is. It's like the B sector bachelorette. Like they literally just go out and meet each other. Like that's a thing they do now. And then, but I mean, shit. At least they're creating their own storyline. They're not leaning on somebody else to create the storyline for them. A lot of people insert themselves in the storyline. Shit. There goes my trip to the ATT. No, you can still meet me. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm right here, Alice. Don't even trip. But yeah, that's the new thing. They like to go out, meet up, and all that shit, right? So then you have, well, I think where they got that whole thing from, like meeting up, dating each other, and recording and shit like that, I think they got it from Misunderstood. Now, Misunderstood has been sober for a year. Congratulations to her. But she recognizes herself as the sober sector. Now, Misunderstood, I don't know how you in the sober sector if everybody else around you is a crackhead. I think it's very triggering being around that sector with those people if they all doing shit around you. But, that's here nor there. Shout out to Misunderstood. She's in the sober sector. Hey, I'm going to let her take that one. Hey, you are whatever you say you are. But good on her being sober. I just don't know how that worked with all the people around her doing X, Y, and Z. But hey, she like it. I love it, right? What's up, Superstar Graham? So anyway, but I think they got it from her because Misunderstood. She'll fly out and go see somebody in a quick minute. So then it started with Treecey and now Octavius and Kiki. So now it's just like a trend. They all fly out and go meet each other and shit like that. Hey, do your thug thizzle. It's entertainment, right? So anyway, so Octavius and has been since Octavius and Kiki got back home or their respective states or whatever, right? They've been going at Treecey and her dude Noble. So I was saying Nobu, right? Like the food place. I was saying Nobu. It's Noble, and I guess he's in the black conscious sector, and he was in there with Octavius. Now let me just say something about the whole conscious sector and shit like that. Y'all don't make me conscious of shit. Like y'all need to rename that sector. So I just intertwine that with the beef sector. I don't say the conscious community because they're not conscious about anything. If anything, they make me self-conscious. They don't make they make me self-conscious. They don't make me conscious and aware or woke about nothing. So they definitely need to change that name. What's up, Lori? Oh, thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. They need to change that whole black conscious. Stop that shit. Please stop that shit. Thank you, Alice. Stop calling yourself the conscious sector. Stop all that shit. But anyway, the conscious sector has mixed with the B sector. So the B sector, it's just better to say B sector because I don't get no conscious, no thought I don't get none of that healing, none of that shit that you're talking about, right? You better speak to management and have them change, right? Right. They definitely need to go ahead and change that. And now that they mixed it with the B sector, I don't know how they plan on still being conscious and shit like that. Like it's not working. What's up, Patrice? So yeah, they definitely need to go ahead and change that name. Like it ain't working out. But anyway, and again, let me speak to this. I know originally like that conscious community was like a thing back in the day. What's up, Ray Ray? But it's not a thing now. Like, those people were really like about uplifting black people, community, and building something. Originally, like back in the day before I got on YouTube, they was about that. But now going, it's not the same thing. It's not what it is, especially when you got the people like Brother Polite and who's the one dude with the tattoo over his eye? What's his name? And he got the dude with the tattoo over his eye and the teeth. And he like really scary and creepy. What's his name, y'all? What's up, Pillow Talk? What is that full name? Audrey, you know his name? The dude with the tattoo, like Storm Monroe posts him a lot. It's not Brother Polite. It's King Pharaoh. Yeah. There we go. There we motherfucking go. Pharaoh. Thank you, Pillow Talk. Pharaoh. Yeah, Lachelle, yeah, young Pharaoh. That's who it is. What's up, Sin? But yeah, young Pharaoh. So you mix in all that shit, right? And it's all about money at the end of the day. It ain't about shit. It's all about money. But moving on. And so now going back to the original topic, y'all. So you got Octavius, you got Kiki on one side, then you got Treecey and her dude Noble. Now, we'll say this. I was watching, and I don't know if it was from yesterday, but I seen it from yesterday. Octavius had played a video and was all like, yeah, I had Noble on my channel, right? And he was going at it with some dude. Now, mind you, the dude had like panties over his face and he was wearing it as a mask, right? Now, don't ask me. I forgot what the dude with the panties on the face name is. I forgot what his name was, but Noble and him were going at it or whatever. And the dude with the panties over his face was eating them up. He was literally eating them up, and like Noble couldn't handle it. And I felt bad for Treecey, and the reason why is because Treecey, Treecey got a mouth on her. She can definitely handle her own. But Treecey going at it with Octavius and Kiki, I don't know if she can handle that. Like, my thing about YouTube, if you don't know how to drag and read somebody, then you at least need to know how to fight. So I hope Noble know how to fight, because at this point, you need to just say, hey, I don't want to do all that talking. We need to fight. That's what he need to say at this point, because he got eaten up. He got ate up on that panel that Octavius had. Now, I guess at the time they were cool and they were friends. And I don't know if I said this last time, but what ended up happening was that Octavius was supposed to go on the B sector cruise, right? So what ended up happening was that Treecey did some kind of competition to win like $50 or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did some kind of competition, gave $50, and he was supposed to use it as a down payment, right? Damn, Pillow Talk, you wrong for that. He was supposed to use it as a down payment so he can go on the cruise. Well, he ended up not doing it. And when you have those bookings and shit like that, your price go up as people drop out of it. So yeah, he basically got screwed over. Ugh. I mean, not he, them, the people with the cruise, they got screwed over. So they're mad about that. And this is how they kind of had a falling out. But then, but Treecey and Octavius were friends. Now, I'm not sure when Kiki came about and then they started feuding and stuff like that. But shit ain't been right ever since, Like I said, I definitely think that Octavius and Kiki like each other. I don't know about love. I think they like each other, which is, it's fine. It's cool, whatever, And then you have Tracy and Noble. To me, I just say keep on creating y'all content. I give y'all kudos for entertaining the people. Just keep it going. Just keep it going. We love it. But his woman think he's fine, and so that's all. You wrong. Oh my God. They said they are in love? Oh, really? Well, Vegas, how long they known each other? Can you be in love and you just met somebody 5 minutes ago? Now, granted, I don't know how long they known each other. Maybe they've known each other for a long time and now they in love. But like I said, I definitely don't think they were faking the funk. I do think they actually liked each other. They look happy, but Octavius seemed very insecure. They was tearing his ass up. Yeah, I will say that. They did. What's up, Heavy Bear? They did. Octavius seemed like he was very bothered by what the people said. And I'm very shocked by that. And the reason why is because, I've seen Octavius, he definitely stands up for himself, rightfully so, right? 8 weeks. Yeah, you can't fall in love in 8 weeks. But anyway, what's up, Rico? Shout out to Rico. But you can't be insecure about the way you look. The people come at me and everything like that. They slander me. They drag me every single day. And I just got to kind of take it. Now, originally, did it bother me? Yes. No, Barbara, I didn't follow her when she was drinking and stuff like that. Like, I heard about it, but I didn't follow her at that time. No. But, the people come at me all the time. So I'm used to it. And I think Octavius, he wasn't used to it. Now, remember I told you guys, I think the problem was that Octavius doesn't show his face every day. And so when he did show himself, everybody's like, oh, look at him. Like, I don't think it was anything like Octavius is fat, he's ugly. Like, I don't think it was anything like that. I think because he doesn't show his face all the time. And so, whenever you have a reveal, if you don't look like a 10, if you don't look like a 10, they're going to eat you up. You got to come on this platform looking your best. If you do not look your best, they are going to eat your ass up. And so that's what happened, He didn't come on the platform looking his best, and they ate his ass up. But if Octavius was showing himself and people were familiar with the way he looked, it wouldn't be a big deal. Like, I don't think it's really like a big deal or anything. Like, hell, I'm fat. Shit. So when y'all was calling him fat, I was like, shit, what y'all think about me? But I guess y'all so used to seeing my fat ass, y'all don't trip about it, Stephanie, you ain't trying to get people's station head down. No. Oh, Jesus. Where Genesis at? No, I'm not trying to get nobody's station head taken down. It was definitely shocking to see him looking like a deacon. God damn it. Y'all are vicious. Oh, man. Oh, no. Not a deacon. Take me to the king. No, he looked like a deacon. Oh, y'all are funny. Y'all are crazy. Well, that's the other thing too. Here's my thing. Did he ever say that he was young? That's another thing. Like, I don't know how old Octavius is. Did he ever say he was young? Like, maybe y'all thought he was young, and then I don't care what y'all say. I'm Team Octavius and Kiki. Okay. I said I like them together. I just wouldn't use that word we in love. Like, I was like, what the hell? Y'all known each other for 8 weeks and already in love? Like, they really like each other. Octavius is the son of a preacher, allegedly. Oh, well, see, it's in his bloodline. So that makes sense. Moving right. Okay, let's go to the JWilson, Dovie, and Timothy Blaine thing, right? Okay, so I kind of wanted to touch on that real quick. So I'm very confused, right? Oh, what's up, Kiki? Oh, let me drop the link real quick. Okay, so Timothy Blaine he's always dragging JWilson, right? He was dragging JWilson because he's been talking about Dovie. So for those of you who don't know, Dovie Milton, shout out Dovie Milton 2, that's her channel, right? She had been getting dragged because, I shouldn't say dragged. There are people concerned about her, but she got kicked out of her place. But I think technically she still lived there. So what I'm hearing is that she only gave the lady $300, but her rent is $900. So the lady like, where my money at? And so Dovie has this cat that was pissing all over the place, right? And the cat was peeing inside the house. She wouldn't let the cat out to go pee. I don't know why they don't have a litter box. The cat don't have to go outside. Get the cat a litter box. And the lady called the police and tried to get her kicked out. But I think she's trying to kick out Dovie because she didn't pay all her rent. I don't think it has nothing to do with the cat. Another thing, I guess the cat stole Dovie's teeth. Shit. Shout out to everybody with the denture. Shout out to the denture crew. But stole her teeth and like had the teeth and was running around and stole her teeth. And then Dovie put the teeth back in her mouth as the cat done ate the shitted on the teeth. Like, it was just weird, y'all. I don't know what's going on, y'all. There's a lot. Like, and that's the thing about Dovie. Like, her stories be changed. Like, it's hard to watch her. So I have to watch everybody else and get the story from them. Her stories always change. No, pillow talk. She said, yeah. So her stories always change and shit like that. So, it gets confusing. But, JWilson has his jokes and shit like that. He has his comedy. But Timothy Blaine be on that ass. He be like, yeah, your name isn't even JWilson. It's James Wilcox. We'll suck your cock. Yo, Timothy Blaine be eating JWilson up. I ain't even lying. He was like, yeah, your name is James Wilcox. We'll suck your cock. Yo, and Timothy Blaine is an old head. And so JWilson be all like, yeah, that's why you on Section 8 and da-da-da-da-da. But here's my thing about Timothy Blaine. Timothy Blaine is 66 years old. At 66 years old, yeah, I'm gonna have me some benefits and shit like that. Like, I don't plan on working at 66 years old. That's just me. Shout out to everybody still working. But at 66 years old, I want my money to work for me. I do not want to be working hard at 66 years old. So, Timothy Blaine has lived a long life. So, I mean, shit, by now he should Timothy delivers his lines in that dry voice, makes it even funny. Yeah, it does. But he should be, living in shit. Let me tell you something. Timothy lives in San Francisco. I'm like right there, right? He lives in San Francisco. If you if you don't make over 100,000 a month, over 100,000 a month, not a year, over 100,000 a month, you can't afford to live in San Francisco. So if he got him some Section 8 or whatever housing, yeah, he should. When you turn 52, you can go into one of those senior living places. Now, if he was smart enough to do that and JWilson hasn't got himself into a senior citizen place, now, I know JWilson work out and shit like that, shout out to him. However, maybe a senior citizen place got a free membership where you don't got to pay $50 for a gym membership. So you would be smart enough to go get you some senior living too, because honestly, I think Timothy wins in this case, because how long is JWilson going to work and be able to pay on that house? How long he plan on working for? That's a good question, right? So Timothy on his Section 8, he probably paying $52 a month. So I think he win. JWilson loved to beg. They always say he be begging and shit like that. Listen, let me tell you something. A few of my videos, like one of my videos recently in the last couple of weeks, got over. Kiki, I dropped the link for you. Recently, one of my videos got over like 5,000 views on it, right? But because it was in the yellow, I only made $6 off of it. That shit is crazy. So I'm pretty sure, I was about to call him the other day, JWilson. I'm pretty sure he got a beg because his videos probably all be in the yellow and shit like that. And he say it's all about the coin. What, Timothy Blaine? He's like, the coin. Yo, the way Uncle Tim be eating them up though, like that should be funny. Like I die laughing from his videos. And like it just comes off so easy too. Like I don't think Timothy Blaine like be all like, okay, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that. He just naturally just spits out fire, and like I know it gotta hurt JWilson. It gotta hurt him at least a little bit. It gotta hurt him because the way who's at the door? The way it comes off so effortlessly, It really comes off effortlessly. Like it's like he ain't even gotta think about it, But going back to Dovie, so if I understand correctly, Dovie is trying to get her like a place to live. Like she's a place to live, but she's looking for like a hotel for the time being and stuff like that. Well, let me say this. The lady technically can't kick you out. She has to go through the court proceedings to actually kick you out of your place. Even if you weren't paying any rent, she still has to go through the legal process to kick you out. JWilson has bragged on his house several times, but he kind of stopped when it was revealed that a church owns his house allegedly. Oh, what? Oh, damn. Her with her aunties allegedly. Hold on. I love dry humor, but never can catch his lies to get into him. Oh, okay. You talking about Timothy Blaine? Oh, wow. What? So the church owns his home. Okay. Well, shit, y'all talk about how I don't own my home. So, shit, I can't talk. But okay, so it's, wow. So, did he like scam the church to get the home? Is that what he did, y'all? While we're waiting for Kiki, Rico or Pillow Talk, can y'all explain how he got the house? Or no, it was Heavy Bear. No, Heavy Bear and Rico. Can y'all explain how he got the house? Oh, here, Kiki. Okay, here we go. You ready? Okay, there we go. What's up, Kiki? Welcome to the show. Oh, you on mute.
I'm sorry. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. I was just here chilling. I didn't prepare to be on camera, but I'm always on go. So let's go.
Yes, thank you for being here. Okay, so I want to ask you, because everybody, well, I shouldn't say everybody, but there were some people that was hating on your relationship with Octavius. They were saying like, oh yeah, she don't really like him. She's embarrassed. But from what I seen that weekend, you guys actually like each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think you were faking or nothing. Like, I think you genuinely like him.
Yeah, why wouldn't I like him? Like, I don't understand. People are crazy.
Well, I heard they said like you were bougie and you're kind of all about looks and stuff. Like this is what I heard. You know, I ain't in the B sector. This is just what I heard. That you bougie and like you all about looks and stuff like that, and he wasn't your type and da 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 da. So they were saying like you were embarrassed.
I'm sorry, these people are crazy. They don't know
The
me.
people said it, not me. The people.
I get you. I got you. No, I think he's very handsome. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, do I? Because I'm an honest person. Like I tell,
Mhm.
honest from my perspective. Um, I think the people's problem is, and I've told him this. There's nothing wrong with the way he looks. He's a nice looking guy. I think it's. I kind of am gonna piggyback off of what you said. It's just that you're and some of the people in the chat, you don't look like your picture. Your picture looks a lot older. Your face looks slimmer on your picture. So when you actually showed yourself, people were looking to see who they saw in the picture. And although it's you, it's a very different you, right?
Mhm.
So it's not a problem with how you look. It's just that they were shocked that, oh, you look like this and you don't look like that. But if I can like get past like, oh, okay, that's all right, cool. And I can
Right.
just put that picture aside and this is what you look like and this is
Because
what
you
we're
fell
rolling
in
with.
love with the personality, right?
Yeah, I definitely adored him before I even realized like what he looked like. Cause somebody mentioned it in the chat. You know, I used to be drinking all the time and stuff. And so when I first spoke to him, I was drunk actually. So I
Mm,
didn't really know. And we were talking and I really like adored him like immediately. So had nothing to do with looks anyway. Not to say that he's not good looking. I think he's a nice looking man.
right.
And
So
he
did
has
you
like
see
to me
him
like
before?
I'm sorry. He has like a football stature to me. Like, yeah, I did see him
Okay, you
before.
did see him before. Okay, yeah, because
Yeah,
they said, "Oh yeah, he got there." You was like, "Oh my god!" I didn't know.
that's not true. No, I
They
saw
said-
him, and we've talked about it, him and I think, and and I know because I'm not a small petite person, but the clothes that you wear can determine a lot when it goes
Ooh,
to how you look, especially on
right,
camera. And so the T-shirt that he wore just wasn't flattering for him that day, and it was on camera, it was live, it was like, "What are you gonna do?" Whatever,
right.
it's not yeah, he could look different, as you could see as the time progressed, he looked better in his clothes. Even if I would have had on the same T-shirt that he was wearing, I would not look good. Like, T-shirts don't look good on me. I tend to stay away from them. They make my shoulders look rounded, they make my
Mm.
breasts look weird, like, I just don't do T-shirts like that.
Right, right. You got to find what's flattering for you. You know, even us men, we have to. You know, but you
Yeah,
know, he kind. I think also too, he kind of hold a phone like an old head because you know how like
yeah,
old heads hold the phone like all down here. You see all the
yeah,
chin
the
and underneath.
angles are
Like,
off,
no, you
yeah,
got to hold it up and like
right,
down so people can see. You know, he be
yeah,
holding the phone like an old head. Like, come on now, you can't be holding
yeah,
the phone like somebody, mama.
he does. And he's younger than me. It's crazy because if you know, I don't know if you watched any of the videos, but if you watch the videos, you'll see me multiple times saying, "No, you gotta hold the phone like this.
Yeah, you were
You gotta
taking the
hold it
phone. Yeah,
like yeah, you're looking through the phone. Don't look and then have the phone looking. Look through the phone so you see what they're actually seeing." So, and that's what would happen
right.
when he and I would speak before I met him in person. I could
Oh,
see, but
okay.
I can't really see because the phone is, and it wasn't him doing it on purpose because he did that the entire trip. That's the way he holds the phone. But
Right, right, right. And it was probably comfortable for him to hold the phone like that, but I was like, no, you got to hold it up and angled so people
yeah,
actually see you. Because when you hold it like this, yeah. Because if I
yeah,
held the phone like that, it's going to show all my chins too.
yeah.
So yeah, you got to know how to hold it and stuff like that.
It's all about
Um,
the angles. Yeah.
right, all about the angles. So I was gonna say, how did you guys originally meet? Like, did you know he was a YouTuber and stuff like that,
No,
or? Okay, you didn't know that. How?
no.
I know you said you were drinking at the time, but then like you ended up talking to him and stuff like that. So how'd that all come about?
So my history like precedes me like on YouTube or whatever. I
Mhm.
used to drink and come on YouTube when I was having problems. And thank you, Pillow Talk. I was having problems and stuff like that. That's the only time I would really appear on YouTube. and I would come, I would create a little channel, and I would be drinking, like just messed up. And then when I would get my life straight and go right, I would be away from YouTube. I would have things going on in real life, and I'm like, so YouTube didn't really get to see all of me. They only
Right.
saw part of me, and they saw the worst part of me,
And they
right?
only gonna talk about the worst part. They
They're
ain't
only
gonna
gonna
talk
talk
about
about the
everything
worst part.
else.
So I would try to like get myself straight, but I would still be talking to people from YouTube that made me worse, that brought out the worst in me. They pretended to try to like they were gonna help me, right? But
Hmm.
all the while they were really like it's weird, but they were helping to tear me down really more. But because I was not seeing like I should be, I was thinking that they were helping me, but they were actually like literally breaking me down worse.
Right, because
So
you and Treecey were friends, right?
we were very cool.
Okay, very cool. Hey, I'll take it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are very cool. So, oh, you know what? I got Octavius here real quick. You want me to pull him up? Is that cool? Okay. What's up,
Good,
Octavius? How you
everybody.
doing?
How you doing?
Good, good, good. See,
Yeah,
I'm glad you got the camera further away. See, you doing better.
yeah. Get it all up here. But they said I had a skin disease at one point. All that. So, that's the internet. You know.
Yeah, no, no. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate y'all. So I was just asking Kiki because I was all like, originally y'all was cool with Treecey. So when did it turn? Because I thought, well, I was told it was about the whole B sector cruise or whatever. Like, when did it turn?
No, it was
Uh,
not that. There's a history for beef sector that goes back to IHOP Gate, right? So I was involved in IHOP Gate. So what happened is
With
again,
BS and everything. And shout out to Make It Make Sense.
yeah. So during that time, it was New Year's Eve. I was off from work and I was currently married. I was going through a divorce. So again, I was drinking. Um,
Ooh,
BS was known to be a villain in the streets or whatever. We live basically in the same area. So I was like, maybe I should be friends with her and she won't come after me type thing. So we talked everything online.
smart.
Let's meet up. We said the location that we were going to meet online because I really didn't know the address of it. And I was a little bit drunk, to be honest with you. So during that time, Beef Sector won't let it go. They just are consumed with the thought that I wanted this woman sexually. So I'm trying to let them know that I may have been flirtatious during that time. I'm not going to tell you that you didn't see what you saw. But what I will tell you is that I've never had a relationship with a woman. I'm not interested in women. At the
Okay.
time, I was drunk. So I can only compare it to this. When you're drunk, if I'm talking to you, I'm going to think that I'm speaking to you as clearly as I'm speaking now, even though I'm slurring every other word,
Right.
right? I'm gonna think I'm driving like the best driver in the world. I'm gonna think I could teach someone else to drive if I'm intoxicated. So I was intoxicated during that time. So maybe what I thought was being fun and coy and cute was crossing the line and being flirtatious with the woman. I don't know
Ooh.
because I was drunk, but I can tell you what my mind was thinking. Just like a drunk person, when they're speaking to you, what their mind is thinking is that they're making sense, their thoughts are connected, they're intelligent. That's what a drunk person is thinking, but they
Right.
will not accept that. So whatever. So I was
Okay.
trying to explain that, and Treecey was in the chat on this one channel, supposing to be my friend now, saying
Right.
you're lying, take accountability, take responsibility, and I'm like, oh wait a minute. So this happened again on another chat, and I'm like, I'm looking crazy. Like this is supposed to be my friend. She has my phone
Mhm.
number. If she thinks that I'm lying and I'm avoiding something, call me over the phone and talk it out. Don't come at me like that when I'm on a panel. That's disrespectful to me. So it
Right.
happened the third time. I was dealing with somebody and I sent them vacation photos of me and my daughter and my niece. We went to Miami. That was a friend. I said, hey, look, here we had fun. We were on a boat, this and that. This person, I didn't know their vile history because, again, I was on and off of YouTube. When I was on YouTube, I was drunk. So I had no time to be following people and seeing, if you have a reputation, even if someone comes right now and tells me about you, I don't know that for myself. So I'm not going to take their word. I'm
Right,
still going to be
right.
okay. And that's
I'm
what I
fair
did.
like that too.
Yeah. And so when I met this person, again, I was still drinking because it's like my last rough time on YouTube. So I trusted them, told them things about my family, whatever, sent them certain text messages. They exposed it on Mad Day when I started talking to Octavius. They put personal messages out there. They manipulated text messages and they put my daughter out there as if I sent the pictures in the sexual manner, which I never did.
Oh my God.
So
And they
I
lied
was
and
I
said,
was hold
and they
on, babe.
lied
I'm
and
gonna
said,
let you talk. Hold on, hold on.
right.
So I was upset about it. And Treecey's take on it was like, well, you knew how he was before you started talking to him. My thing is, I heard about his reputation, but I had not seen it for myself. And regardless of what I knew, does that give him a pass to do that to my teenage daughter? And so
Right.
she and her friend MU started inviting him to their panels to speak and to speak against me. And I wanted no parts of it, no parts of the cruise. I'm out. I'm done. At this time, me and Octavius are now in a relationship. So I'm looking at him. He's a man. He's my man. You can't keep bashing his woman and expect him to
Rightfully
be cool
so.
with you and up in your channel. Go ahead, Octavius.
Right. Go ahead, Octavius. Tell us
The
from your
thing is, they
standpoint
were
what
trying to
happened.
say,
What's the breakdown?
yeah, they was trying to say that Kiki's daughter, which is 16, was of age, and the man was sexualizing both the little girls.
Oh,
And
that ain't right. Uh,
that's how I fell out with Kimmy, because I was on a panel with Kimmy,
mhm.
and I was on a panel with Kimmy, and I told her, I said, like the man keeps saying all these sexual things about her daughter, and he said other things about other content creators in the beef sector's children. And I was like, well, that, Kimmy. And then she began to curse me out. And then what happened was I had my own beef with that man and Kimmy. And then what happened was Treecey jumped into it, started talking about I owe her $50. I was out of job, I was broke, and things of that nature. And truthfully, I was on the phone telling her that because I didn't want to pay her membership. You know what I mean? Like,
Wait, so you did
she
tell
called
her
me on the
that she
phone
was
about the
broke,
membership.
but
She really did. She called me on the phone about the membership, and
Like
she
a
was saying,
collector, like a bill collector.
like a bill collector, like, hey babes, what's going on with the membership, babe? And I was like, yeah, I ain't got a job, blah blah blah.
Octavius, we noticed you canceled your membership this month.
Yeah,
What can we do to garner your support?
yeah. So
you
I
got the
gave her like
cost
a
of their
tough time
headset
story,
too.
like, what I mean. I really don't care. Like, I support the women in the beach sector, but I don't
Right.
really, truthfully, I don't really. I'm more of a comedian than anything, so I don't really get into the intertwining back and forth between what the women got,
Right,
and
right. It's best to
I
stay
can really
out of
care
it.
less. So, like, I could go live, like me and my friend, we both go live, just talk about dudes going bald. You know what I mean? I got a full head of hair or something like that. So for us, it was for me, it was like keeping up with what this person said about this person. It really, sorry about the camera, y'all. So So I'm out on location. So let me we cam down right quick so y'all can just see.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Cam down.
So what happened was they began to so she called me on the phone. I was like, okay, yeah, I tell her, I had a situation at my job, which I actually did, where, I filed constructive termination papers, with the EEOC. And so
Mm,
I'm thinking it's a friend. So I get into it with Kimmy. So the storyline's going in my favor. You know what I mean? Kimmy says that she wants to quit the beef sector after I roasted the hell out of her. So Treecey jumps over there telling her mods, or telling her people, unmod my people, as if I have all of her people were on my channel and she created my channel. That's
mm.
not how my channel was created. And the numbers went up after she left. So it proved positive what I was saying about my channel. I know who I got. But she was telling people to unmod the people. This before we had any beef. Me and her had any issues. Unmod my people. Octavius is broke. Octavius don't have a job. Octavius owed me $50. And I
Wow.
proved that the $50 that I did get from her, that was won in a raffle that went towards the cruise, which she has power over because she's the one that's running that cruise. So that $50 went towards
Yeah.
her.
And
So
we actually
Right.
lost $200 on the cruise because we put $200 down towards a room with balcony. So we couldn't get that money back. They said each person was responsible for $100 deposit. Since it was two of us, that
Uh-huh.
was you cannot move it to another cruise at another time, and you cannot get a refund. You cannot get a credit.
Oh,
So
so
that
y'all
was just
had already put down a deposit. Okay, I thought that 50 was for the deposit, but y'all already put down your own
well,
deposit.
I
the
showed that
50
on my
was
community
there
wall.
first, but
Yeah.
she would have to move it towards the room. It was in there towards the cruise, but it was never moved towards our cabin. Never.
Yeah.
Never in our
Yeah.
name, never towards our cabin.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Damn.
and it was a raffle. So I won the money. It wasn't like Octavius borrowed money and he owed me. So she lied to the beach sector about that.
Right,
And
right. Because if you want to raffle, that's it. Like you
that's
can't
how I got the money. So like I
yeah.
I, I I challenge anybody to keep her feet to the fire about how that $50 got transferred over to me.
Well, we
She
we
never.
really don't care about her
Yeah.
anymore at this point.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I cashed apped her like the week before, like just on strength of nothing. And his money and membership that he paid her covered that $50 a long time ago. So
Yeah.
Right, right.
he's
And
getting petty.
Rico is right about this. That's why I don't have other content creator mods because like if somebody say AT2 I want a mod for you, I do not. I'll be like, well, who you mod for already? Because that gets very tricky and you end up in a situation where they all like, oh, I can't be your mod or they feel like they in between. I try to cut all that shit out because people play dirty like that, you know?
Yeah.
But I
So
okay. Oh, go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, they've just been going like really dirty. They doxed me. They sent things they in the legal system on my name. I get
Mm,
a criminal background check each year for my career, and so them putting legal paperwork because you don't like what I said about you is crazy
wow.
to me. Treecey doxed my address where my teenage daughter lives. She put it out there on her channel. They have troll pages of my ex-husband who has been to Afghanistan twice and Iraq once. He's a three-time war veteran.
Thank
Um,
you for his service.
yeah, thank him. But for him to be trolled, and they've called my child's father multiple times, threatening to contact CPS for my kid. They're pulling out old videos, which I don't deny anything I did in the past. I stand in it. I got drunk. I shouldn't have, but I did. And since the moment that we've been talking, like for the last 2.5 months, I would just do workout videos. We did our little trip, and that's it. Trying to stay away from the mess. But every time I turn around, they're pushing, they're prodding, they're doing things like that. And sometimes you get angry when your address is out there and people are calling your family members and people are doing things to your employment. You get pushed to a point to where you just sometimes it just gets to you and you just have to
Mm,
clap back.
right. And it should never go real life. It should be some
Yeah,
simple shit on the internet and that's
roast
it.
the gag and keep it moving.
Right. But I wanted to go back to the whole dude that was posting the pictures and shit like that. Is he still around? Like,
Yeah,
has anyone has
Treecey
nothing
supports him.
so nothing has happened to him?
No, if you
Fake
go to
profiles
my
online.
I'm so sorry. If you go to my community wall, you will hear videos of him saying that he wants to stick his peen in me and my daughter's mouth, my 16-year-old daughter. You will hear him saying that he knows where my daughter works at the mall and some other place, and he's going to get her fired. You will hear him talking about Lee Q's grandson. She doesn't even have a grandson, but how he's going to stick things in his places where you shouldn't talk about a child.
Oh
He
my
talked
god.
about Five Babe's child, which is another content creator, what he was going to
Yeah,
do to her
5'8".
child. Yeah, he said all of these problematic things, and Treecey supports him, has him up on the platform, has no problem with that.
And
And
let me say
nobody
some of
has
the things
done
he said.
nothing about it. Like I wouldn't even want to be cool with somebody like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
One of the things he
Go
said
ahead,
about Five
Octavius. I
Baby
know you
daughter
wanted to
was
say something.
actually urinating in the child's mouth. So this is a vulgar demon.
yeah. I'll
You know,
repost the
these
video
people are
to
weird.
my community wall today so that you guys can hear it
Mhm.
out of his own
Oh,
mouth.
oh my god. What the like? What the
Yeah,
fuck? Like
yeah,
that's the only thing I know. Like,
yeah.
come on now. Like really? Like, and they got somebody like that around and they supporting him?
Mhm.
That's
Oh
some
yeah, yeah. They share his lives all the time.
They share his lives all the time. And if you go to his page, you'll see my name and all the titles, all down in the community post. And Treecey's boyfriend, Noble, has reposted my daughter's picture to his wall. My daughter in a bikini, they sexualized her. I sent him vacation pictures of us in a boat. Maybe that was poor judgment on my behalf to even send, but I never thought that a friend of mine, it's just like if you and I were friends, I never
yeah.
would think that you would turn around and do something like that.
So
And
you
then
sent it
Treecey,
like, hey, we're on vacation, not like, oh, look at us in a bikini. Okay,
no,
I get it, I
yeah.
get it, I get it.
I posted it. He manipulated text messages and showed it to look a certain way. But if you'll notice, there's never any response from him on any other who texts someone constantly and there's never a response back. Like you have to know that it
Yeah.
was manipulated. And then Noble reposted the picture and Treecey also reposted the picture.
And so they're okay with this guy basically harassing you and your daughter. Like they're okay with it.
Yeah.
Like they don't say anything. They're reposting it.
Yeah.
That
They
yeah,
share
that's
his
disgusting.
lives. They share his lives. They share his lives. I'm not even looking at the chat, but everything I'm telling you, I don't know you. I enjoy your commentary. I actually told Octavius about you. I've been watching you. I just
Oh,
don't
thank
drop
you.
down. Yeah, I've been watching you. I'm subscribed to your channel, so that's why when you guys were talking, I was laughing. You were like 8 weeks. I like your spin on the whole everything. I was looking like, what, because I'm sure you heard what you heard and whatever.
Right.
I think your opinion was very unbiased and it made a lot of sense. So otherwise, I would have been like, I'm out of here. But
Yeah, yeah. I'm an outsider, so I'm coming from an outside standpoint. So like I just hear things, but I can't judge you off of something that I heard and I don't know for a fact.
yeah,
So with Noble, like, so is he just kind of like collateral because he's with Treecey, or have you guys had interactions with him?
Noble started out trying to be like mutual, trying to not go in. But I guess he was catching slack or heat because immediately Octavius has always stood up for me. Even when people try to bring up me drinking and this and that, or try to be like, that's really a girl, he's always stood firm, 10 toes down. And Noble was kind of weak when he came out
Mm.
here. He doesn't know how to drag, he doesn't know how to do any of that stuff.
Yeah, I was just talking about that because yesterday Octavius, and you can talk next, Octavius. He played a video where there was this guy wearing panties on his face. He had a panty mask on, right? And like the dude was just eating him up, and like he couldn't really say anything. And also, like, damn, that's a bad look because whatever you say about Treecey know how to roast, but Noble, I'm all like, oh, you got to step it up. Like Treecey need to give you some lessons because definitely the dude with the panties, anybody wearing panties over their face, you should have been able to eat them up just automatically. But Octavius had played the video the other day. Go ahead, Octavius. Oh, is he there?
Yeah. He lied and said that he was a guest on my show, and that me and him was talking on the show, and Judah, that guy that got the panties on his face, Judah showed up and jumped on the panel, and and he told Treecey I was foul for allowing him to get dragged. And you looked at the video, the guy Judah was on the panel, before Noble decided to hit the link. I guess he figured that I was supposed to be like his father or something and drag the man for him, And I was like, I kept telling him, hey, y'all, you seen the video. I said, Noble, you gotta bang, bro. Come on now.
Right. You told him you got to bang.
Yeah. So what he did was, I don't think Treecey seen it. So he went back and put a bug in Treecey's ear about me that I'm bad or whatever, and
Mhm.
this, that, and the third, because he got his feelings hurt. And I told him prior to that, I said, Noble, stop hitting links. He was going over to other people's channel, getting roasted. They was clowning him. And I told him like a week prior to that, Noble, don't be hitting links if you don't want that kind of smoke. Because
Right.
I'm trying to work something out with Judah, because I got origins in the conscious sector too. And we're trying to work out our own
there's no
freedom.
conscious sector that doesn't exist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it definitely ain't conscious.
Yeah, well, the conscious community.
Or at least
whatever.
now. At least now. Used to, but not now.
Yeah, so we trying to work it out, get a peace treaty on something. as men, because we had our beef, we trying to squash it. Noble jumps up on the panel. Now I know him and Noble have new beef. I ain't got nothing to do with that. So he gets in his feelings and get his feelings hurt. He's talking about the esoteric knowledge of the foot eating, blah blah blah, and just some goofy stuff. And
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm
it
really
was
just trying to tell
weird.
bro, get off the panel. Yeah, get off the panel, man. So he's like he was the one. I guess he was one of the origins. When he came around, I noticed Treecey started acting different towards me, and
Mm.
we do know that he did find Kiki attractive and sexy. He said it so. So he was jealous about that.
Ah,
He
Yeah,
said that.
so we were on a panel together, me, him, Treecey, and a couple of other people. And this
right.
live I played on Octavius's live the other night, maybe 2 nights ago. I played the voice recording from the actual live that's still up on Treecey's page, because Noble's over there on his page calling me all type of ugly, all type of fat. And I said, wow, it was all good just a week ago. So I played the video where he's like, Kiki's a sexy MFer. Oh yeah, Kiki keep messing around. I'm gonna be up in there like, what up, though? And yeah, so that video is on Octavia's page. So
Wow, that is crazy.
what up,
So
though?
So I wanted to ask you because I know Bourne had said that the beef is not really between and I'm paraphrasing, the beef is not really between Octavius and Noble. It's more between you and Treecey. So are you guys putting the men in between it?
Well, let me just say this. I don't care about those people. I don't really have a beef with them. We went
Hmm.
on vacation and we came back. We didn't say anything. They couldn't stop talking. So then we give light shade and we throw shade, whatever, and we keep it moving. They dox, they go into our families, they do all this crazy stuff. So it's really them
Hmm.
that's really like if you have them on your channel, they're not gonna
Hmm.
say it's really no beef, it's just shade, it's the internet. They're gonna say that that this, that. They're gonna go really, really dark. And they really have a problem.
Hmm.
We don't.
Right, right. Y'all really don't even have like an issue.
No.
Because here's my thing. Let me ask this. So when Treecey did her date situation, did you guys give commentary and make fun of that? Is that why now the tables are turning or I'll take that as a yes from Kiki. What about you, Octavius? Did you make fun of the date scenario? Well, I know not the Rob Rack part because you were cool with Rob Rack, right?
Yeah, I'm cool with Rob. Yeah,
I wasn't around
yeah,
during the rack story. I heard
Oh,
about it.
okay.
yeah.
But
But
this
when they went on
Well, this was
vacation,
after
we
I got doxxed. My home, my
yeah,
home,
after
my
we were
home being on the
doxxed.
internet. Yeah, my home
Oh,
was
Yeah.
on the internet,
wow.
and so yeah, she put my home on the internet. She
Yeah.
grabbed one of my family members that's not even on the internet, put her information out,
Mm,
lied and said my family member had possession, and then there was a possession charge for not having her license or registration, something like that.
right, right,
So
right.
And then
Something like that. It's
yeah, just
not
some
like
goofy stuff.
weed or
Yeah,
some kind
so
of drug or something.
and they threatened to
yeah, so
send
like the,
inappropriate pictures of me from the other guy's phone to Octavius's mom. Like they just really do really like we're not trying to affect their personal lives. We're just,
Right,
yeah.
dragging them on the internet for what we see online. If we don't see it online, we don't know about it. We don't care about it. That's it.
right. So
Oh,
you guys
now
never
I
went
gotta
real
say
life,
this.
from what I'm understanding.
We never went real dark. No.
Yeah, AT, you can't be wearing blue shirts. You're too big, bro. I'm just. I'm
I
joking.
know like that, and I'm wearing a blue shirt right now.
You can't
You
wear.
know
You
they're
I'm
can't
gonna
wearing
wear
eat
blue
me
blue
up.
shirts
too.
now.
I'm wearing blue
Blue
too.
shirt crew.
Hey, shout out to the blue shirts. Okay, blue shirts in the building.
Oh shit. But yeah, so if I'm
Yeah, but
understanding right, y'all never went real life with it. It was just a shit on the internet, and then somehow they decided to dox y'all and take y'all shit and all this. Yeah, that's
no,
crazy.
they're comedians. That's just keep it real. Entertaining. We're
Hmm.
comedians. He gets great impressions. Certain people, Treecey and MU. You know what I'm saying? It went viral. The B sector loved it, and as a result of her doing an impression of MU, and I guess you can't speak on it, but MU went down and filed false charges in the state of California saying that Kiki is violently harassing her and stalking her children.
What?
You know?
Yeah, that's in the system right now.
I saw something about a
Violently.
police report from MU, but I didn't know it was. Oh my god!
For violently stalking and harassing. I live in Virginia. She lives in California. And the thing is, I will have to, like, literally, it's a whole thing that me being in Virginia, it could result in a default judgment just simply because I don't have access to the courts in California.
Yeah. You'll have to do like a jurisdiction thing to try to. It's a process. I'll talk to you behind the scenes about it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, but that is crazy. But you had never like done anything to MU or her family, so
Never.
why would she?
Never.
Oh, the claim was that she called CPS on. We told our crowd to
She's
call
claiming
CPS.
that
So the whole
I told my chat to call CPS on her, which, first of all, I pride myself with my chat being free thinkers. I would never tell anyone to do anything. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even tell my chat, like Treecey did her chat. I would not tell my chat, don't go to their page. Go where you want. It doesn't affect me at all. We're not friends in real life. I appreciate your support. If you want to go over there and be entertained, I don't pay your internet. Do what you want. So I'm not going to tell my chat or try to influence my chat to do anything. It's just a straight up lie.
Right. That I don't like that, because my thing is like anybody can go wherever they want to go, but don't say like I influence my chat to do X, Y, and Z. I have one guy told me, oh yeah, you talk about mental health, but you're affecting my mental health, even though like he straight up did some bullshit to me, but that's here nor there. But yeah, everybody when you fight back, they want to blame it on you. That's the thing they like to do. They want to blame everything on you and what you did to me, and no, what you do to me.
Right, exactly. And if you don't like what I'm saying, don't tune into my channel. That's all.
Don't watch it.
I don't come make comments under your channel. I don't care. Don't tune into my channel.
Right. That's how I am too. Like if you don't like it, don't watch it. You know, that's all you got to do. Just don't watch it.
Yeah. So she's gotten into this, oh, I'm a victim. Oh, she did this to me. I don't play when it comes to my children. Like nobody knows your children. Nobody cares. Like who cares? And she'll take pictures and post them to the internet and be like, don't talk about. My thing is, whatever you post on the internet, you're asking people to talk about it, especially in these YouTube sectors. If you don't post it, they won't speak about it. You keep posting it. People just like you give your commentary. What makes you think that others can't give their commentary on situations?
Right. Everybody is fair game at the end of the day. Like if you're on this platform, you're giving it up for everybody to talk about you. And I think with MU, and Vegas kind of mentioned it too, with the whole victim mentality thing, because, you know, there was a time, and I have nothing against her. It was a time where like I felt bad for her because people were just like going after her and stuff like that. And it's like, yo, I would hate for this girl to go back to start using and stuff like that because you guys pressured her. And then one day she had people on her panel and they're like, MU, maybe you should not be, you know, over here in the sector or doing this kind of stuff because it might trigger you. And she's like, no, I like this. I like being in the mess and involved in da-da-da. I'm paraphrasing, but she basically said she liked being involved in the mess. And I was like, wait, you like being involved in this? Like, I thought like, you know, I was under the impression she was a victim, but now that I know that she's not, I'm like, oh, you like that shit? Okay. So I just don't watch her anymore because I'm all like, you can't play the victim and be I don't like that.
What she'll do is hold panels where she won't say particularly too much about me. She'll smirk and grin, but she's let a person come up on her panel to say that she wants me dead. That was Kimmy. I've never met Kimmy. I don't know why she wants me dead, but she let her come on that channel and say that. She lets Treecey come up there and say whatever. She lets the guy, the one that we're talking about that, you know, said all these things about my daughter, she lets him come up there and say all type of crazy things. And this is constantly. She holds panels for people to just say the most nasty and vile things about me. And even Octavius. And she shares the people's lives, but then she runs behind the court system when somebody says, hey, you're not innocent. And I see what you're doing.
So she's passive aggressive. Like, I'm not going to say it myself. I'm going to let other people come on my panel and say horrible shit about you and expect you just to take it.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, she's
wild.
Emperor Palpatine and Treecey's Darth Vader. That's how you know. She's the
Yeah.
mastermind behind the scenes stuff. Yeah.
And for the people that say that there are no victims on both sides, I'm going to say this again loudly. What you say about me on the internet, you can say about me on the internet. But I become a victim when you bring in my ex-husband who was fighting in Afghanistan so that you could be over here free from Osama bin Laden, so that you could be
Mhm.
safe to go to the malls, so you could be safe to take your kids to daycare, so you could be safe to go to work. That man was on the front line in the United States Marine Corps twice and in Iraq. So when you're doxing him and you're playing on his phone and you're putting his personal information out there, yes, I have a right. My family becomes a victim. They're not on the internet. When you're putting my address where my 16-year-old kid lives, when you're telling where she works at, and she's 16 years old, and you're posting pictures of her or sharing pictures that have been posted of her, compromising her and sexualizing her, I become a victim at that point. It's not you roasting my wig or you're talking about my physical, attributes. It's you are going into my family. You're going
Right.
into my life. I become a victim at that point.
Right. You welcome, like,
And your
hey,
job
talk about
also,
me all
man.
you want to, but don't talk about my family. Like, that's off limits, Go ahead, Octavius.
Yeah, she didn't mention her job too. Them trying to contact her job, them constantly inquiring where do I work, so that they can try to serve me or
And
harass
Treecey
me
saying she's
also.
gonna get me evicted from my apartment. Saying I had to go to my apartment people and have a conversation with them. I had to go in my real life to my job, to my legal department, to my HR department. I had to go to my leasing office. When I have to do that and explain myself, first of all, it's embarrassing. Second of all, there's nothing that I did to you on the internet for you to do that when I haven't done that to your life. So don't say that I'm not a victim. Don't say that both sides are equal, because that's simply not true.
Right, right, right. And Octavius, question for you, because the people were saying that you live in a Section 8 place and all this stuff. Like, is that true, or that's
Yeah.
just something that they're saying?
Like I told everybody from the beach there, there's a lot of snitches and cop callers. So, if you feel any kind of way, you can call Section 8 on me. Octavius Wilkins is my
He's
full
poor.
name.
He's poor.
And get me kicked out. You know, you can ask Treecey for my address and see if you get me kicked out of my Section 8 apartment.
You're
So
gonna be on the streets with
it's
Dovie. Dovie, you need a bodyguard?
yeah. So, I mean, I gave you my full name. Y'all know my
Hey,
address. So,
Sugarfoot, you
I mean,
next.
all you gotta do is get the blue shirt on, and yeah,
Blue
they see
shirt
me with the
crew.
blue shirt, when I'm walking by. Yeah, so I'm
Oh
ready for it.
man.
Like, yeah, I'm a wildcat at somewhere though. I think there's like a park. They got a few benches I'm gonna lay up under. It's kind of big because I'm a big guy.
Not
You
no,
know,
not no poor
I'll be out
Dovie.
there.
Sugarfoot lost a friend. You know
Oh
Sugarfoot was the
man.
cat, right?
Yeah,
Sugarfoot,
yeah, that was the cat. Yeah.
poor Sugarfoot. She lost her best friend.
No,
Last
I'm not
question
on
for you
Section
guys.
8.
Oh, go ahead, Octavius.
Yeah, I'm not on Section 8. Just to clear it out, it was all. The thing is, it's clear that I told them from the get go. My mom and father both owned an apartment building, and I have one of the apartments, and she got one, and whatever. So
Right,
it's a multiple family apartment building. You know what I'm saying? So
right. Kind of like a
I'm
triplex
blessed
or
not to pay
duplex.
rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm
So
blessed
like
that I don't have to pay rent.
when you live in
So
certain areas, like I know Houston in particular, apartments. When you think of apartments, you think of the big buildings with like hundreds of units or whatever.
Right.
So we don't really think about like the duplex type of things where they have in other cities. So it's more of someone from Texas would be
yeah,
looking at like, wow,
triplex.
that's a house. But
Yeah.
no, it's like
Yeah, because we have quadplexes, duplexes, triplexes. We have all that here in California. So yeah, I know all about that. Yeah, it doesn't have to necessarily be one of those places with 100 different apartments in it
units.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like your own little house, but it's like all connected. Like some people don't realize that, but yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Um,
Section 8 in
go-
South Florida is Section 8 in South Florida for a lot of these women. they be living good. Like they live out west in like Wellington, here in Providence
Right.
County. They
You
have
ain't always got to live in
dude.
the hood on Section 8.
Yeah, that's guaranteed money for the
I
landlord. For the
know. You throw me
Uh-huh.
some over here.
I'm
yeah,
yeah, I'm trying to give me some Section
You know
8.
what I'm saying?
they got
You know what I'm
you ever
saying?
walk in one of them Section 8 houses with one of your family members and they got that Section 8 AC? That thing be cold as hell. So like,
But you
hey
know,
man,
anybody
you know,
can purchase a house and you can choose to lease it out to a person who's on Section 8. If you decide to accept Section 8, that's your right. So it doesn't define where you live. It just
Right.
defines maybe your situation in life. You're not able to work for whatever reason.
Right. And rent is expensive. So yeah, if you got Section 8, I ain't even mad at it. Shit, teach me how to get it. That's my thing.
Yeah.
So my next question is there any more plans to meet up, go on vacation? Like, was that like a one and done, or is this going to continue? Like, is this thing, as far as the relationship, going to keep on going?
Well, I'll say it here. We weren't gonna say anything, but this is just between us, okay?
Oh,
The beef sector
exclusive.
doesn't even know it. This is just between us. So you owe us one. You owe us
Okay.
some subs, some something. Drop the links to our channels, and I'll tell
Yes, I
them.
got Vegas dropping the links and everything like that. So shout out to Vegas. Thank you.
Okay, so his sisters invited me. Their family is going to Puerto Rico, and his sisters invited me. So, yeah, we'll be going to Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Hell yeah. I ain't never been to Puerto
Puerto
Rico. So yeah,
Rico.
y'all gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, my niece she does international travel. Last year they was in Egypt, and I think they went to
Mm,
Jerusalem. So my mom, my sisters, all of them, they travel all the time. So um, I'll be the one sitting at home all the time, watching, the home, the property or whatever, But
right.
this time I'll say, let's go international with it.
No,
And
it's not really international
yeah,
yet. It's just Puerto Rico is part of
yeah,
the
it's not
states. So.
international, but it's outside the continental United States.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah,
We have
and
to watch
the price is
everything we say in the beef sector. So I'm not cutting him off or being rude. We
Yeah,
have to watch everything we say.
yeah,
Or
because
they're
they're
gonna
gonna
be
say he
like,
don't know that Puerto
yeah, he
Rico is
don't
the
know.
US.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know how they
yeah. So
yeah,
yeah, that is just between
yeah.
us, and we're gonna keep it right here. But again, if you invite other people on, this is my last thing I'm talking to say. If you invite the others on the show, I guarantee you they're gonna say nasty things, like really, really nasty. I don't think that we
hmm
really said anything really nasty. They're
No,
gonna
I don't
go
think you
below
guys
the
did.
belt. They're gonna make up, lies. But that's what it's all about. So at the end of the day, we don't have any. Our real beef with them now is because what they did to our families.
Right, definitely understandable. And like I said, technically, I don't know their side of the story, so I might feel different. But as of right now, I'm all like, "Yo, they really did this shit." Now, I
Yeah.
will say this: is there anything y'all have done that's gonna come up if I interview them?
Lies.
Okay, okay. So I'm not gonna be
Especially
shocked.
if you interview the guy that's doing all this despicable stuff, which if I were you, I wouldn't have him on my I almost said that word on my panel because he is that what I just said.
Mhm.
He says all type of stuff. I'll post the videos to my community. We'll all
Yeah,
see what
I'm
they
gonna have
see.
to see who it is because I really don't know.
Yeah,
I'll have to see who it
I'm
is,
gonna
but
share the video again to my
as
community.
far as like Treecey and Noble or Misunderstood, I wouldn't mind them. But the
Yeah,
other guy, I don't want to be associated
yeah.
with that.
Yeah, and they've reposted, like I said, they reposted my daughter's picture, like did all that stuff. I don't have to go into it again, but that's why I have a real beef with them at this point. I don't even care to talk about them every day. I don't have to talk about them at all. I just do it from time to time because it's fun, and it's easy. They're easy reads, easy.
Right, right. Oh, and Octavius, did you find out who was the rogue mod that was blocking everybody?
I have no idea. I have a feeling that it's come from the same crew of people, but I'll be stretching it too far trying to call names on it.
We think it came
I've
from
Mm.
the
seen who was
Eminem
blocked.
camp, the meth and mushrooms,
Yeah,
meth,
yeah.
mustard, and mushrooms.
That must have-
Meth, mustard, and mushrooms.
Meth, mustard, and mushrooms. The Eminem crew.
Yo, ain't nobody gonna be able to let that live down the whole mustard thing, huh?
Eminem, meth, mustard, and mushrooms. We didn't make any of it up. They've all admitted to doing meth,
Oh my
mustard,
god.
and mushrooms.
And crack. And crack.
Y'all are crazy. Yo, let me say something. I loved having y'all up here. Thank y'all so much for coming and blessing my panel. Like, this is just a random show. I was like, because I heard like I was going viral in the B sector and people was watching my video and shit. I was like, let me talk about it again. So, no, I appreciate y'all coming up because it definitely made the show. And Octavius had been on here before when I was talking about
Star Marie.
Marie. And like it was crazy because like he was talking about her and stuff like that. And then I was like, this dude seemed familiar. I was like, who is he? I was like, oh, he was around with the whole Rob Rex situation. I would have said, bump that Cardi B Tasha situation. Let's talk about that shit. And you know, if I knew who he was, if I realized. So yeah, thank you, Octavius, for coming back again. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Again, I've been subscribed to your show. I told Octavius, hey, come over here and watch this. They're talking about Star Marie. Why didn't she get in the heat? So, yeah, I've been a subscriber. I just don't drop down.
Yeah, no, thank you. Please jump out of the bushes. No, we appreciate you over here, Kiki. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all coming up. Y'all have a good night.
Right. You too. Thank you.
Good night.
All right. Deuces. All right, you guys. That was a good show. I like that. Thank y'all for being here. I hope I got to introduce y'all to the B sector or some characters from the B sector. Shout out to Kiki. Thank you. I didn't even know that she was subscribed to my channel. That means a lot. And shout out to Octavius. You know, he's been here before. Make sure you guys subscribe to their channels. Oh, shout out to Rico too for being here. I appreciate you. But thank you everybody for watching. This was like a fun show. There was another topic that I had, but I didn't answer the phone, so we'll do that another day because tonight is it's gonna take too long and we got to prepare for it. So definitely, thank you guys for being here. It was a fun show, dope as hell. Thank you guys for the cash apps. I know I got Lori, but somebody else cashed at me too, so I definitely appreciate that. And again, make sure you guys follow Kiki and Octavius Prime, and also if Treecey, JWilson, VS, who else did we mention today? Anybody that we mentioned today want to come up and have anything to say, please pull up. You know, we're welcome to have a conversation. You know, hey, I'm an outside party. And shout out to Gigi Darling, by the way. You know, that's my YouTube godmother. So I always got to show love to her. But we out of here. Deuces, y'all.
Thank you.